I have it pinned on the uh, General Shenanigans page. But yeah, so that has all of the uh, technical nonsense, complete, utter, don't really need it. But if you want a long, took me 2 months read. Okay, so. That's. The, I mean, it is there, but just because the collection of focuses got spread over so many books, it ultimately is easier just to go into the VTT on the Forge there. Right. Yeah, if you have like a life value that you can distill down to a maxim. So, like for James Kirk, it would be, one value might be to explore strange new worlds, and another might be to fuck exotic women. Well, that's what the hyposprays were for. I believe I have, yes. Was that the one where he had like 15 different diseases from one trip? Yep. Yes, that is an enjoyable one indeed. But anyway, the way that we're going to quote unquote level up in this campaign, uh, the weakness of this 2d20 system is in fact the way they level characters, because you're basically starting out as the hero. Their other titles are Conan the Barbarian and John Carter of Mars. And so you're starting out as the Conan character. You're starting out as the John Carter, only in Star Trek. So, looking at the core rule book, the way that they have advancements is called milestones, and it's on page 139 of the core rule book. And basically just every mission you'll have the opportunity to to move stats around in disciplines, or move stats around in competencies, to adjust some of the ship's departments numbers, and that's just going to be every time. And then basically every fourth level or so, four or five levels, there'll be the arc milestone, where you get to increase a single attribute without any penalty, increase a single discipline without any penalty, get another talent, get another focus, get another value, or boost your supporting character, which we didn't really get into last time, but you're basically going to have a bridge crew character and a lower decks character. You'll have your main dude that's in there in the thick of the action with the good stats, and then you'll have your red shirt ensign that, maybe you want to have one campaign where you just want to kamikaze and, be a true red shirt. Or alternatively, I tell you in advance, this session is not going to have any combat. Well, maybe your combat-driven character, isn't going to be all that effective, and so your lower decks character is a, science-focused ensign, and those roles might be more beneficial to the party overall. You kind of swap from being a frontline to a backline character. So one thing, technically yes, because your ship that I invented while stoned one night, I gave the stats of an Intrepid class starship, so a Voyager, with an EMH Mark 1. You may hate him, but he might save your ass occasionally. If you would like, I can recommend going into the HOLA program and adjusting what the projection of the person is so that it is not that guy. So yeah, you can make the EMH a Dabu girl. That is a perfectly legitimate thing to do. You are free to, totally pock that up your ship. Well, she left before my mic got fixed, so... Oh, that's right. Sorry, there was some smoking involved there too, but makes sense. A Dabo girl. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, your lower decks, I mean, while I don't encourage them to be disposable characters, they're disposable characters. So, um, when you go back after you finish your main character and you go back, um, yeah, seriously, making a supporting character is a one-page operation in the character creator website. Oh, and it's characters and starships, and then selecting the core and Klingon rulebooks, the quadrants, the divisions, and these are the voyages. 24th century, and then supporting character is right there in the second choice. Right. Yep. Same books. Yes, indeed. If you wind up in the other centuries, something has gone wrong, or possibly right. I would not recommend it, but yes, it is in fact an option. I mean, season 1 Wesley was, barely out of diapers. Okay, Arnold. Well, it's you can generalize as engineer, doctor, scientist, security officer, or you can say, warp specialist, or uh, tactical specialist, or diplomatic specialist. Interesting. Well, if yes, yes, canonically that is legitimate. Um, well, you would not, in fact, want to openly state your purpose, but you could write intelligence. And yes, the three focuses for your character, same rules as or same page. Focuses core Starfleet, and given that your uh, intelligence gathering, it would be logical that your uh, focus that is required for being related to intelligence gathering should be something in that, like espionage, uh, or possibly. Let's see. Uh, Espionage is just the true. But you could also be yeah. Here we go. Infiltration, possibly investigation, interrogation. All of those I would consider relevant to your department purpose fo- focus. Espionage. Uh, Rank is ensign. All of your lower decks are ensigns. Well, if you're a changeling, what species would you be uh, posing as? I would guess human, since we have a tendency to dominate whatever intergalactic organization we're in charge of. So just pick a human name. blend in. Exactly. So you don't want to, come down to Earth as the alien from, Beetlejuice saying that your name is Ford Prefect, thinking that's a perfectly legitimate human name. Yes. So you want to go ahead and swap those numbers around. So, so command you could have as uh, your one. Uh, that's piloting skills. Your ability to control starships and vehicles, control of any mechanical equipment you may come across in your long travels. Um, you're you're only allowed for the attributes. Oh, that's right. You're only allowed to swap, make a one-time swap. So your command and your security would be the ones swapping. And if you wanted to increase your, well, it's likewise for the attributes. Um, I would say insight. Yes. Let me double check my cheater notes. Yes, that is a good thing. Let's see. Hmm. Damn it, where is it? Where is it? Anyway, insight and reason would you would want to be better at. Right. And so, you know, changeling bonus, presence, fitness control. So I would keep control as high, and I would probably swap fitness with reason. Okay, yep, that looked good to me there. So anyway, the few other things, Alex, that um, that we've got already set. Let's see, find my notes. um, there we are. So Mike's character is angling for chief of security. Berlin's character is kind of a science operations. You know, it's one of those science stations. Let's see. Who owned you? Oh, that's right. Lachlan had is our pilot. Okay. Sure, sure. Well, yep, that's the idea. Blend in. Bob 1, Bob 2. Yeah, it should just be the standard page for your export. And Alex, I do recommend the export to PDF because this website doesn't save anything. You can't go backwards. It's actually pretty annoying. It truly doesn't matter. If you run them by me and they make sense. Let's see. I think they actually do. I was gonna say that actually is in there. Skip it. For background characters, they haven't graduated to having a backstory yet. A true red shirt. Just don't name him Soon Dead and or Gonna Bite It. Wait, what are you on about? Oh, thank you. And that would be your main character, Lieutenant. You have not graduated to having a backstory or the ability to do anything. But there is opportunity if you find that your main character is tweaked exactly the way that you want them, that your weekly update can go to your lower deck character and you can give them new talents and new focuses. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop those in for you. Ow. Good pound, Smokey. No, please don't eat that. Phaser, yeah, that's ancient tech. Oh, just ignore it. You get a type 2. In fact, I think I already supplied you with a type 2. for the record, I just want you to know I resisted the urge to say, or do I? There we go. Alrighty. I was gonna say, I don't think you transferred the attributes, did you? Oh, okay. So, in my page, I organized you into folders, Bridge Crew, Lower Decks. I don't know if that transferred over to you guys or not. Yeah, most anybody who's not here right now hasn't made a lower deck yet. Oh, you were serious about that character. Okay. Sexy Vulcan. I'm not going to finish the rest of what I was about to say there. True, but this is an exceptionally Japanese uniform. That's true. Let's see, what can I do? Uploads. Pictures. You. And voila, Velik hath arrived. Oh, this particular uniform definitely draws my eyes straight to her ass. Exactly. It's the tease that's part of the fun. Just find you the most generic person I can think of. Let's see. That actually makes sense for a changeling wanting to be the most generic person in the world. Yeah. I will laugh hard if it is a Giga Chad. Well, let's just see if you pick one then, if you don't know the definition. Now I'm curious. I am steepling my fingers in traditional evil villain method. Yeah, halftime. I mean, I don't feel that quite rises to the level of a Giga Chad, but the guy definitely looks full of himself. It's alright, and bad news, it's a manual transfer into the tabletop system. Well, I mean, he can start typing it in as I won't look over the PDF of it. So things like that you did, like notable events, the career-defining events that happened in your life. The place I've been having people put that is in the notes section. Yeah, and a lot of people did. So, like Sam's character, she was originally confused that encounter with a truly alien being and first contact, were one and the same thing. And I said, no, they could be two completely different things. First contact with a warp-capable species is completely different than encountering a non-sentient species that's silicon-based. Anyway, where were you sending it? I have not seen it yet. That was the character I rolled to learn the system. Oh, got it. Yes, I'm not going to attempt Admiral Holtz's voice tonight, but he'll be the one giving you your initial missions. He is going to give it to you hard. It does seem to be, first off, you picked experimental technology twice, so you'll have to pick another focus. Well, that's alright, since you're manually moving things over anyway, just pick a new focus from the, when you're dragging it from the menu. Makes sense. Yep. Oh yes, I didn't even see the second infiltration. It had infiltrated my vision. Cautious engineer. Ah, interesting. Yes. And Garrick was just a tailor. No discussion has happened on ship name. Though I did establish that based on the original suggestion of extreme violence and late speak, that the registry number would be oh 5309. No, it is not the USS Jenny. Although that, I mean, I have. You can put it to the group, and if you want to be NCC 8675309. However, I had initially gone with 47012, not nearly as memorable. NCC 8675309. No, it's 867. These are the voyages of the starship Jenny. God, I don't know if I'll be able to deliver the opening monologue straight-faced now, thanks. Silence, human. We're more than just red shirts. We're essential members of this crew. What? Jenny? Alright, and Alex, when you do start dropping your stats into the forge, I've already given you your base equipment. I have not dropped it in yet, but whoops, I'm not giving you a starship weapon. Let's see, what could I give you? Let's see, a disruptor cannon. Maybe just a scale 3. Nice. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let me see. What is that disruptor pistol? Melee. The disruptor pistol I'm giving you, Alex, is the one meant for ranged attacks. Though, given that... Wait, what? Uh, Forrest T. Gump. uh, oh dear. Oh. I mean, admittedly, at the moment, we do have the less serious side of the council at present. um, so, yeah, she's striving to be everything that T'Pol wanted to be. Yes, she got very emotional by season 3. I mean, irrationally so. She was she was a shame to all Vulcans everywhere and should be driven out of the Science Academy. If it exists. Alright. So, damn for. No. Next, yeah, we still got the Outlaws. Oh, Alex's campaign. Well, look, I don't support the company right now, but we still got everything we already own, so I see no problems going back to what we had before. Yes. Yes. Ah, fascinating. I think I've only seen 2/3 of 3 of them. Yeah. Yeah, your expendable is acceptable. Oh, I noticed it first thing. And if it's any consolation, I do have in my notes for however long this campaign may last, uh, many puns. Well, I mean, out of context, somebody just randomly dropping in phone numbers and then not, you know, writing it right, so Russell got the wrong number too. Yeah, but he was probably already typing it when he saw the number. Yes, the non canonical number. It's also a female ass. um. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was a founder, but I forget if they gave her a name. Yeah. Nope, I'm blanking. Yes. I I knew she didn't have a name. Here, I'm looking up changeling peoples. Oops. Yes. Let's see. The only ones with names was Loss, who was not. Odo, Mirror Universe Odo. Vatic. No, that's. Oh, Picard. Okay. Titus Rika is. Picard as well. So, nope. Nope. Those are the only named changelings. Mm. Yep, yep. Female changeling assumed a humanoid form. Hmm. Uh, yeah, yeah. I see that. I can appreciate that. Oh, by far. By far. I mean, Jadzia totally deserved Worf. For Worf or for Jadzia? Ah. It's my understanding that Picard made fun of that. The series. Well, I'm at a weird point. It's like I've avoided the first two seasons, but the third season is basically just like an absolute next generation tour de force, a true goodbye that the movies never were. And it's like, damn it, now do I watch the seasons that weren't that great to watch the one season that's good? But yeah, it's like I'm watching snippets of it and I'm going like, God damn it. I mean, shit, the fact that I'm sick this week, I probably should have just gotten the week subscription, and god fucking damn it, why do I think of this now that I'm on the mend? Well, I've always got tomorrow. Yes. We're also closed. We did a soft opening while I was sick, just using our cart license still, because the fire marshal hasn't certified the building yet. Hey, I just want to say, descendants of that bro got it made. Exactly. You know, Cabbage Man the Third is living it up. Um, I mean, the blue-skinned creatures are the Andorians. However, in terms of attitude-wise, I would suggest perhaps Orion. Ah, the lizardy skin. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Uh, you could be a reptilian Zindi. Yeah, but yeah, very Mystique-like. No, I cannot think of one off the top of my head. uh, it's just Risa. I mean, in terms of sexy species, I mean, having just binged Lower Decks, I mean, Tendy's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd find out if humans were compatible. Nerds. Yes. No, no, it's no judgment. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, SG1 was fun. Uh, let's face it, that's basically us just in the 24th century here. I mean, competence wise, I kind of feel we're definitely SG1 level. Uh, yeah. Actually, I mean, I swear, your first contact mission is going to be exactly like the Guardians 3 trailer, where you land on the planet, say you come in peace, and then belt some kid with a ball in the face. Bonus. I'm sure the others are fine. Okay. Yes, I'm going to take a quick break myself. Not that it's been an exceptionally exciting evening, but I'll pause the recording. Togruta, same as Ahsoka. Alright, resuming recording, by the way. Yeah. The best kind of correct. Coincidentally, spe- speaking of cheat sheets, uh, I need to scan it in, but I picked up the Dungeon Master screen just to see if it gave me any easier insight into the system, and it actually provided a character sheet, cheat sheet that included. Where did I put it? A rules summary on how to roll tasks, on buying extra dice, common uses of momentum, and the how to add your value die. And also on the other side of the card, when I do get it scanned in, will be communications and internal system reference for minor actions such as interacting with objects in the environment, communication tasks such as hailing, overriding, bypassing, hacking into the enemy's systems, transmitting virus, getting a damage report, internal system tasks like setting shields to regenerate, doing damage control, transporters, stuff like that. Very good, handy reference to have on hand. I'll get that scanned in and posted. I don't think it'll let you go in any higher than, what is it, 18 or 17 or something like that. I think there actually is a top number that it lets you do. So the long and short of it, Alex, is your attributes plus your discipline is basically a target number that you're rolling for, and if you roll under it, then you succeed at your task. That's actually a perfect score for discipline. So yeah, everybody should in fact have one that is at 5. So anyway, for example, when you're rolling to accomplish something, if I set a challenge rating of 2 for a task, you have 2 base dice in your dice pool. You're rolling each one of those basically individually against your combined attribute discipline number. So, looking at your character sheet, and say you're in a fight right now, and resolving whether you get a shot off is a fitness plus security task, and so your target number is 14. You would roll your dice, and each die that is under 14 is a success. You've hit your target. And that's equal to or less than. If you roll over it, if you rolled a 15 and an 18, you've had 2 failures, and that's bad. You missed. Yes, all of us natural 1 rollers rejoice at this system. Well, may your luck continue, sir. May you roll 1s forever. Anyway, in the case of a nat 20, which is a critical failure, you fail with complication, which is either I then in turn create a complication. If, for example, you were fighting, I would say that you just tripped over a rock and are now prone. You fell with style. Alternatively, if you happen to have been performing an engineering task and you were saying aligning the warp coils and you failed with complication, I would say that you may have just caused a small breach, and you now need to call in some help to patch up that little hole you've made. Yes, or eject the warp core. Well, given the profile of your ship, it's coming out your ass. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'm making that canon now. You have a horizontal warp core, not a vertical one. Thank you, Dr. Strangelove. Uh, yes, Tarek Noor did not come equipped. Tradition! Yeah, which means if you choose to eject your warp core outside of friendly space, where you could easily get a tow truck, a Federation tow truck out to you to jump your warp core, uh, or give you a new one, you might have some issues. If you're out on the ass end of the Delta Quadrant and you eject your warp core, pray you're near civilization, or at least somebody. Yeah. Be. Well, I mean, you do have a Romulan on board, and normally their ships are powered by a quantum singularity. I suppose with enough research and technological advancements, you could probably come up with some sort of pocket space holding device. Hmm. Yep. Gotta wonder how many times that happened and why they got another one the next episode. I've only watched the first two seasons. I don't think they've ejected. Oh wait, no wait, maybe they have. I forget. Personally, I do think it was the weakest of the Next Generation era. Maybe that's why they retired the Galaxy class. The most recent Trek, I mean, technically it's a tie between Lower Decks Picard and Prodigy. And Strange New Worlds. Oh, Enterprise. No, no. Enterprise did come out after Voyager, though. Scott Bakula. And the worst part is, no, I love him as an actor. He's great. He just winds up with such shit scripts. Yeah. Yes. Well, which generation? The NX-01? Oh, Constitution class. The Oh, so you do mean the NX-01. I don't know if that actually had a class name. Mm. No, no. The NX-01 refit was never actually shown until Picard. Uh, hmm. Mm-hmm. We do indeed. About 3,000 years ago, the Romulans and the Vulcans were in the midst of a civil war before the Vulcans embraced the teachings of logic and reason. They nearly wiped themselves out, and one sect peeled off and went off into space and kind of kept their warring ways and became Romulans, where the ones that remained on Vulcan embraced the logical way of life and became the Vulcans that we know today. In the in the next generation, Spock was actually actively working to try and reunify Vulcan and Romulus, which led to his involvement, along with Admiral Picard, in the uh, attempted evacuation of Romulus before the supernova. Yes, your suspected tete-a-tete will be interesting. Yes, every 7 years they let it all out in one gigantic Vulcan purge. He was indeed. His mother, Sarah. Mm. Whoops. It does that much damage. How many dice did I just roll? Holy shit! Eight dice. Um. All right. Well. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Weapons. Starship weapons. Personal weapons. Disruptor pistol. Oh, I. I think it might be. Yeah, it might have something to do with the ability to disintegrate a target, whereas a phaser doesn't have that ability. I think. Uh, well, I believe in game it does not have that. Knockdown grenades. Deadly. Oh, that. Ah, okay. Okay, so in that example that I just rolled for you, there were two effects, so that would be four successes. You multiplied by. Oh, okay. I thought it was adding. Okay, so that. Okay, so that would have been 6 damage. So the damage in this game is the stress track that you see on the character sheet. If you receive more than 5 stress in one attack, you are knocked unconscious. And so, yes, while you probably would not have killed somebody with that attack, you would have knocked them out. Yes, regardless of whether Mama said to knock you out. In this time era, Romulans and Federation do in fact have a cooperation agreement. And so your liaison on the ship of a Federation-run, a Federation-crewed vessel. That's fair, but if we're in the middle of a mission and you decide to go rogue, you would have to answer to not only the Federation, you would have to answer to your own government. So I very much encourage everybody to to follow their wills and do what thou wilt, because like I said last week, I want to see where this goes. But just know that you do something that's a little wild, I'll do a little something wild right back at you. You want to go rogue and join the Maquis, okay? Be weirder if it were a Cardassian in the Maquis. Yes. It's like, and why do you want to be a Maquis? I hate Cardassians. Oh, that ship sailed a long time ago. Sorry, what was that like? Yeah, I did pick up the hard copies just because it was just easier for me to absorb the system that way. Okay, primary. Let's see. I've had them up here and I've just been following along. Yeah, let's see. Experiment, running on infiltration, interrogation, patron, proud and honor. Yep. Indeed, everything looking good. I see you as T'Pol was on the NX-01. You're a vital member of the crew, but shut up. Star Trek. Yeah, it's Star Trek Adventures is the name of the system by Modifius. Yeah, there's like a billion. That is the link to the Google Drive that has the PDFs of everything. If you don't want a PDF, then, well, yeah. That sounded odd. Yes. Oh, I was gonna say, I think I just found it too. There we go, got it. That one is the core rule book. Yes. That was the main website, Modifius itself. There's kind of a lot. But this is where I picked up the, actually I went to their US website, but, yeah, let's see, I'm not familiar with Dishonored, but, yes. Well, yes, there are other ones. The one that confuses me the most is Aktun Cthulhu. It's like, it's like, what, does Cthulhu team up with Nazi Germany or something? Yeah, and Fallout, it's like, I know absolutely nothing about the series, but yeah, that one. Not really. I mean, I think I played maybe like one or two missions of each of them. I know, it's like, I never got into it. Yeah, but they got a US website. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, this is the right one. Just go up to the top of the bar where it says currency and switch to USD, $. It's to the left of the cart there. It's right next to the search bar. Okay, well there we go. I guess we're on the wrong one. Voila. And then under the 2D20 system, Star Trek Adventures. There it is. Yeah. Practicing your Ferengi? Don't worry, human. You will encounter us. Well, Ensign Spendable is human. Hey, gotta have the ground pounders out there. Just right in the slash. She looks... Well, that like I said, I mean, she looks just... She's very Japanese. Hmm. Well, look at the clothing style. There was a book of that. Hold on, let me see. Trying to... Yes, it's look, every teenager and teenage-minded male is laughing now. Who was probably laughing? Doesn't deserve one. No, no. I see where you're going. I approve of your values. I question the talent. Not on the basis of what it is, but how it can be applied in game. And I believe I can work with it. I just want to see. Let's see, page 100, I believe. Yes. As they may apply at different times, the order that they're listed doesn't matter. So, anyway, the talents list, they're the talents that you find on page 135 of the core rulebook do actually have applicable or like different things. They're almost like spells in that regard. And so I'm trying to find one that we can just rename for flavor's sake, but that would still have something that would actually benefit the character. And I'm thinking possibly something in security, possibly interrogation. What? Mean right hook. Okay. I will have to look that one up because I think that's outside of the. Oh, was it? Oh yeah, right there. It has bottom one there. Alright, your unarmed strike has vicious 1 damage effect. Alright. And your values, I'm just going to say is the equivalent of Patriot, much as your primary character, but in a very southern kind of way. this just the deep southern alpha. Yeah, that's what I got mine for. Well, it's kind of funny the way I did it. I wound up getting the core rulebook through Amazon, through the Modifius page on Amazon. I got the PDFs direct from the Modifius website. I then swung down to Blue Sky to pick up the Klingon book. So I was just spreading the Star Trek Adventure love around. Ah, that is a good cat you have. Yep, no, it was there. I was gonna say, was that the fun there? And then there was my, what was it, just earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday? It's like, here's some porn. Okay, here's some censored pussy. Yes, indeed, it's all looking good. Sounds good. So, alright, have a good night. It's alright, well, it's looking good. Alright, I saw you were on earlier. How you feeling about your character? Yeah, good night. Yeah, you good with your character lock? Okay. Yep, I'm taking a look at it now, and yes, yeah, it's all looking good. Wrong phaser type, but that's an easy fix. I'm fixing it for you now, I think. Let's see, the personal weapons, phaser 2. There you go. The phaser 1 is original series era. Yep. Yep, you as well. Take care.